To support the birth of Buddha here is, we have archaeological evidences plus Buddhist literature and of course the early Chinese pilgrims who came and what they saw and what they have mentioned in the record. So with combining with these three sources, we can tell that Buddha was born in Lumbini. The most authentic sources for the birth of Buddha in Lumbini is the archaeology. We have Ashoka pillar and there's an inscription. If you know the Pali and the Brahmin script, it's clearly mentioned in the second line. There's a three word, Hida Buddha Jate Sakya Muniti. That means that here the Buddha, Sakyamuni Buddha was born. If you see in the fourth line in the middle word, there is a name of a place called Lumbini Game. Hida Buddha Jate Sakya Muniti, here the Sakyamuni Buddha was born, Lumbini Game, the Lumbini village. Let us imagine, if there is no inscription, again there is a problem for archaeologists to identify.
It is Buddha's birthplace, there is no doubt about it. In 1967, the General Secretary of the United Nations, U Thant, visited Lumbini. He had the idea to create Lumbini to an international pilgrimage place, because it was somehow neglected or isolated or not known worldwide. So this idea was welcomed by King Mahindra, and in the United Nations they organized that meeting and they created this international Lumbini course to which 13 nations signed. And then Khenzo Tange was appointed to do the master plan for Lumbini. Khenzo Tange's vision was to have a place which is somehow special among the Buddhist pilgrimage places, because it is the first one. It's the place where Buddha was born. It has a meaning for all Buddhists all over the world. Yeah? So we have in the south of the master plan, which has 3 square miles, so the southern square mile, we have the sacred garden with the archaeological remains. And the middle part is the monastic zone, where the monasteries should be built and the monasteries should look after the pilgrims from the various countries from which the pilgrims come. And then you have this northern part, it is the cultural center with the museum and the Lumbini International Research Institute and some other institutions like the dispensary and schools and so on, which are not realized now. But he wanted to create somehow a pilgrimage site, a pilgrimage city with several components, where where the pilgrims find everything which they need. So the question is quite difficult whether Lumbini is a spiritual place. Because we have the archaeological remains, we have the Ashoka pillar which proves that this is the place. Yeah? Now we have to fill it with some spiritual activities.